You know, it's funny. I was looking up some numbers, and the number I looked up was, I don't know if I should keep the light like this or like this. And the number I was looking up was 1,000. So what I did to it is I took 1,000 and I divided it by 1.32. Like, you know, ABC 44 times 3, 33 times 4. And well, that's actually the exchange on the American money. And when you divide it, it comes out to 757575, all related to the moon, right? And that's also the AC entry. Now, when I divide it by 0.05, right? Okay, it equals to 1515, and that equals to Mars. And then I multiply it by 5, and that equals back to the moon. So the entry point of 44 area space to the 33 that commanded the creation of the Christ, which is actually the flower, can we use it to the flower of life, or the fleur de lis that was found at the tombstone of Jesus. And the ABC, which is the 132, which when you divide 132 by 2, it becomes 66. When you divide it by 3, it becomes 44. When you divide it by 4, it becomes 33. And 33 equals to 6. 44 equals to 8, the separation of the gateway. 66 equals to 3. So we have now 66 equals to 12 equals to 3. We have 44 equals to 8 equals to 8, and we have 33 equals to 6 equals to 6. And I wish I can just take this camera off and show you the continuation of the calculations. Okay, when you multiply it, okay, it becomes 36, it becomes 16, and it becomes 9. This is if, this is GH, and this is CF. I would go this on the dividing temperatures. If you were looking at gematria, this becomes the top of the pyramid. Otherwise, it becomes the lower part of the pyramid, and then it becomes even the lower part of the pyramid. Why? Because it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The 33, the 44, but we don't have, and the 66, and we don't use the 5 over here. Right, so that'll create this, and then the separation creating the 8. That's just what this does. At the same time, if I add this, it becomes 48, and 84 becomes the sun of Pluto. If I take this over here, it becomes phi, or why? Because it becomes 16th letter is P, right? And the 8th letter is H. 8 is connected to the I, right? Remember, the I is the only letter capitalized between words where you say I. They capitalize it. And when you're born, they capitalize your life. Okay? This is the command in the creation of if. If it was, it is. You're 3 and 3. 2 to the power of 3. Okay? 3 to the power of 2. And 3 to the power, 2 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 2 creates your 8 and 9. And at the same time, I want to bring one other part in here that I'm thinking, sometimes I can't remember. This becomes twice as what this is, right? This is 1.5 to equal this. This is twice to equal this. 2 times 66, 3 times 44, 4 times 33. This is our vibration. Okay, the 5 is not in here. The freedom of 55, which is equivalent of 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, will equal to 42 and 13, equaling to 55 and 29. If you go to the CB code 1029, look up what it says. Okay, everything is coded in this world, just like champagne or pagan in the fields on ice. Ham is communication. So you want champagne on ice, you want communication, pagan, evaluation. You want to have the cursor and the mouse, but you have to remember the elephant. And the elephant comes with ears, and it flies because it's an elephant, right? You can't have the communication, which is the cat, which is the related to 86. Now you have to look up again what 86 means, and it was on 86. There's more than one meaning to 86. Right? And It's also comparable to what the cat is. You have to look up CB codes 1086. In fact, I'm going to do that for you. It's funny the way I started this video. I'm just going to do this real quick. 1 and 8 meaning one space. See that? The X marks the spot is because only X can create this. And only by making two X's can we actually come to a medium level where you'll be below and above the same area space. 1 and 8, when we have one space that separates, we have one space that separates. You see it's right here, one space that separates. When you have two space, we can put a point. Here we have the B. When we encompass the B, we encompass it with a D-like letter. B encompassed by D, or will we put the D here? You see, X marks the spot. X, okay, over here, where the point, or the center point, the point is the end of the period. Do we mark the X or the point? Well, the point can be made because it comes online in both areas, right? The point comes online in both areas. Now, I'm not really sure which way to look at the whole thing. Here's your A and H. The 9 is right over here. If you're playing pool, this is the low, but the 8 and 9 will start the beginning of the high, where 8, the black ball, is the beginning with the yellow ball. Yellow and black, B bringing life, the honeybee, right? Yellow and black. 7 is next to it, right? And then down over here, it's 4 and 12. And the reason it's 4 and 12, it's two area spaces. And when you go around the two area spaces, you'll now have 12. This will create the purple ball. Also creates the numeric value of purple is 88. H and H. H-I, H-I, high. 8, 9, 8, 9. 8 times 9, 72. 8 plus 9, 17. The total of this is 35. It's electric company and is also a representation of any craps. Shouldn't it be AC? No, it's not AC. It's EC. Because when you play the game of the gateway, which is the game of craps, they mark any craps with EC, which is 1 and 1 and 1 and 2. But in order to get the gateway freedom, you have 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, and the reflection of 1 and 1 is 66. For women, the split of the gematria scale. The split of the gematria scale, the T. And at the same time, this is 56. This one will pay you 30 to 1. Creation. This one will give you 11. 5 by 6 equals to that 30 to 1. 6 by 6 is 36, but I'm talking about the payout odds for getting 2 6s rolled. These are the opposite, but this is what's noted as any craps. 1, 1, 1, 2, 6, 6. 6 and 6 equals to the same thing as this, 12. But they only allow you to use 2 out of these 3. Either use these 2 or you use these 2. They will always bar one of them because of a disadvantage. 7 and 2, 1 and 7 equals to 89. And that is how these two are created. They come back to each other. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. 32 is your breakaway point, as we started the video of 132, in which I think was on the other page. That's how we started our video. So there's really a lot of stuff to look at. There's just a lot of stuff, the reasons, what can be done with these squares, and I still have to talk about it to try and figure out where we're going. That when you have one square, there is no line, there's nothing there unless you make an X to find the center. And when do we put the dot and when do we put the 0? And we all have to know that we can put the 0 in this, right? But the difference in this is 1 is the separation between two sides. Where a minus is above or below, but is it above or below what? The level? Anyways, peu importe, it doesn't matter. Let's just end it here because I'm also a little mixed up. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. You've seen, look at that, a mark here, not very happy. Thank you for watching.